it's me, Abby from the Wander School, and you can see that snow back there. It's a snowy day here on the homestead, and I'm here with my daughter. We wanted something fun to do that was kind of solstice-y because it's still around that time. And whether you're home for the holidays, for winter break, quarantined for a pandemic, it doesn't matter. We all need a little fun and deliciousness in our lives, right? And luckily we procrastinated long enough that there was actually snow. Check it out. Woo! That came from right back there. So we have always loved this book since my daughter was little, called Circle Round, and it's a way to help you create rituals around the natural rhythms of the year. And it has this super easy recipe for snow candy. So I'm gonna show you how to make it. My daughter already made some without snow. So there it is, if you can see that. And these, some of them just have maple syrup and honey, and that's it. So even if you don't have snow, you can still make this. Some of them have maple syrup, butter, and some Spiceberry Spice, which, if you know me at all, you know this is my favorite spice. So I make it from spice bush berries that I harvest, and you can get the recipe for that in the Wild Forage Life cookbook, which is at thewanderschool.com on the products page, or by becoming a patron on patreon.com/thewanderschool for just 10 bucks a month. So all of those links will be down below, and if you love this video, please like it, share it, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel right here. Thanks. Okay, so let's get going. What we're gonna do first, we're just gonna make a half batch because actually I'm kind of low on maple syrup. This is local. And a full batch would be 1 cup of maple syrup. So we're gonna just use a half cup today. So I got my handy dandy measuring cup here. And oh my gosh, we just barely have enough. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna pour this into this pot, which is not on the heat yet. And then we would usually use, for a full batch, a ½ tablespoon of butter. But today, since we're doing a half batch, we're just gonna do a ¼ tablespoon. So if you don't know already, there's markings on the butter that tell you how much a tablespoon is. So between those two lines. So we're gonna just estimate what a ¼ tablespoon would be. And if it's a little extra, that's okay. I kind of think there's never too much butter, but you know, baking, which is kind of what we're doing right now, can be a little tricky. So you don't want to get way too much or way too little, right? Right. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the heat now, and I think it's important to stir it pretty constantly because that syrup or the butter could burn, and we don't want that to happen because this is all the maple syrup that I have till the co-op opens again in 3 days. So, or I run to town, which might have to happen, but hashtag homestead life, right? Luckily for us, town is only 20 minutes away. So I have this on medium heat. You want it to get up to about 260 degrees, which is higher than boiling because here in the United States, where we don't use Celsius or the metric system, boiling is 212 degrees. So we definitely want it above boiling. And my candy thermometer doesn't go that high. So there's this cool tip in the recipe which says that you can just drop a small drop of this into some cool water, and if it becomes solid, then it's done. It is hot enough. So, yeah, we'll just keep stirring here. And, oh, it's starting to bubble a little bit. So, once it's done, I am going to add, oh, I'm going to turn it down because it's starting to really bubble here and I don't want it to boil over. Oh, I can smell it. It smells delicious, just like caramel, like my daughter said. It also, the consistency turns out a lot like taffy. So, delicious for most of us. Be careful if you have dental work. But this is such a fun thing to do, whether you have little kids or big kids like mine, or big kids like yourself. But such an awesome thing to do when it snows, to bring back that awe and wonder that we all need, especially right now. So it's really starting to boil and bubble. And I'm going to put this jar of water right here. Oh, you can't see that, can you? I'll put it right here. And maybe you can see what happens when we put a little drop in there and see if it forms a ball or not. So, nope, didn't form a ball, not done yet, not hot enough. I'm gonna keep mixing, and tell me in the comments what you're doing to keep busy this winter and to stay fed, and what deliciousness that you're cooking up. So the Spiceberry Spice, it's made with native spice bush berries that are ground up, and ginger and nutmeg and cloves and cinnamon. So it's basically like your pumpkin spice or your chai spices, right? But honestly, I think it's better. I think it's even tastier. There's something about those spice bush berries that just make it even more delicious. So let's try this again. See how we're doing on the temperature. Almost there. Almost. And as always, if you've seen any of my other cooking videos, I tend to make a mess when I'm cooking, and I just am of the belief that it does taste better the bigger the mess you make, but try not to get too crazy messy. I honestly love these square cloths, and I'm not doing an endorsement or anything. There's a local store here my friends own here in Burnsville, North Carolina, called Fillmore. It's really cute. It's Fillmore Waste Less, and those are made of natural materials, and they're supposed to last for around 12 weeks, and then you can compost them. Pretty cool. You just bury them in a hole and they compost naturally. So I love those guys. Better than paper towels, I think. All right, let's try this again. Oh, so close. Okay. And so honestly, I don't think it matters so much how hot it is if you're making the snow candy, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna just drizzle this on the snow and then eat it, kind of like ice cream. It's more important, I think, how hot it is if you are making those hard candies. Oh, there's my dog. Okay, so we did a little time lapse here, and I didn't want to bore you waiting for this to heat up. And so I turned it back up a little bit, back to medium high, and it is finally done. I don't know that you're going to be able to see this, but let's try. I'll put a big drop in here, and my hands are all buttery, so hopefully this doesn't slip out of my hands. But if you can see that, it made a hard little ball in there. So we're all done, and I'm going to take it off the heat now, and I am going to mix in the Spiceberry Spice. which is right here, my Spiceberry Spice. And, you know, I feel like just do this to taste. And we all have different taste preferences. You'll notice I'm not measuring this out. I'm not much of a measurer. Now you know my secrets. But, you know, maybe about a teaspoon for this half batch right here. So let's taste. I like a lot of spice, so I'm going to add just a little bit more. You could also put a little bit of vanilla in here. That would be so delicious. I make my own vanilla extract. Really easy and so much more affordable. Although luckily I had a lot of vanilla extract made, but I've heard that vanilla beans are getting super crazy expensive. So here we go. Are you ready? Here's my snow. There's a little bit of dirt in here, so I picked it out as much as I could, but my belief is a little dirt don't hurt, right? We're in the country and, you know, dirt is good probiotics, good for our guts. So here we go. Are you ready? I'm so excited. Okay, we're gonna drizzle. Can you see that? I'll show it to you in a minute. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Look it. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Okay, I'm gonna do some more now. I'll just do it with my spoon. You could do it with your pot, but it'd probably be a little messier. You could do really fun things like make a sun in here to symbolize the return of the light for solstice. You could write somebody's name on it, like your kids. And that would be super fun. Or maybe it's their birthday. You could write happy birthday on there or whatever you want to do. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat this, y'all. I'm so excited. Okay, and then I'll just drizzle the last little bit. I forgot to grab my spatula, but here's where a rubber spatula would be super duper helpful so that we can get those last little bits out of there. I love to have rubber spatulas in all different sizes too. That's nice. And it's already starting to harden in here. So you can heat it back up if you need and wash this out with hot water to melt it again. But I'm going to show you what it looks like and then I'm going to try a bite for all of us. Look at how pretty. Ooh, almost lost it. Okay, now the fun part. Oh, it's all hard, just like taffy. Wow. I think I'm gonna have to use my fingers, which is, in my opinion, the best way to eat, but kind of messy. Check that out. It really is just like taffy. Can you see that? Wow, so cool. Oh my God. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever eaten. So, it's all stuck to my teeth now. But here's our snow candy. Here's our non-snow candy. So snow-less candy. And if you like this video, please like it below. Share it with anybody that you think would love it. Leave me comments on how it went for you or what you added. And please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is all stuck to my teeth. Happy winter. Happy eating. Happy foraging.